And it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and that is a 14 by 14 inch canvas that is now dry since yesterday. And I have looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and I am not satisfied with it the way it is. I do have my basting brushes, hopefully clean around here somewhere, yes. Which reminds me, when you do this, take them apart so there's never any water caught in there. Let them dry thoroughly in between, and that way you won't get any water in your paint, which is something that destroys the polymers in the acrylic paint, so I don't recommend ever using water. Now, what I've been thinking about and what I want is some hellacious, beautiful purple punch. What is it? It's punch. It's an Art Minds color, and I think I need some other colors on either side of it to make it work, but I'm not sure, and I am willing to sacrifice this a little bit as an experiment. I did like what I had. I am going to plan on putting a little bit of a black center in this maybe. Let me grab a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and let that get spread around a little bit. It's super hot right here right now. Kind of figured I'd be out here a little bit quickly. Well, not for very long. See, my brain's already toasted. I just want a nice thick even layer that I can drag that basting brush through, and I doubt whether it makes much difference, but I'm still teaching myself how to do this, so you're along for the ride whether you like it or not. I'm going to wipe off my spatula, which I always recommend is a good idea to do that, just based on the fact that if you leave paint on there to dry and come back later, you won't be very happy. I kind of want something really dark in there, and I was going to put black in there, but I like the blue. But the black is what goes with it, and the purple is, yes, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want something for drama, sort of like the, oops, almost put it on the wrong side. And I was going to do gold, so I guess I've got the whole shebang right here right now. And this is my mica gold powder, but the only reason I'm using it right now is because all of these bottles were recently inside in an air-conditioned environment. Now, the question is, since I am using a smaller space, should I use the big one, which has 4 rows, or should I use the little one, which I want to really pull out most everything that isn't... I'm using the big one. Okay, never mind. So let's go out from the center the first time. I kind of do the same thing on both sides. I'm going to turn it sideways on both ends so it stays sort of the same, and I like that. I'm going to be a lot more delicate going down here, and I think I have another 14 by 14 inch canvas standing by, so we will probably just move along and do something else. I want some stuff right through the middle, so oh boy, this is just nerve-wracking, I gotta tell you what, because I really don't want to ruin it. But I really want to experiment. I also said I was going to put some black in the center there, and that means I'm not done. I don't think I mind having used the colors I used, but I also think that I need to torch. I'm going to put that black in there. Or should it be the purple? I think it should be the black. And I have some. I'm a little nervous about using it, but it looked really good. I tried a digital version of this. I left all my skewers out. So I'm just going to see what I can do with the skewer as opposed to dipping the basting brush, because I want that black center. But I want it to look a little more uniform. And that's okay with me, but I see that white spot right there now that I've got the skewer in my hand. So that's probably good for now. And hopefully I have a nice level spot to put that somewhere. And I'm just going to straighten out. The nice thing about working on a dry artwork is that you can wipe off whatever you don't like there. I kind of want some more black, actually. I'm just going to put it above and below and drag it out with that skewer. Yeah, I think that's fine. It has some symmetry to it. and it gives it the color pop that I wanted in there, and so I'm much happier with that. Hopefully all of my surface over here is fairly level. I did not torch that. This looks to be a much smaller canvas. So I take back that statement I made about it being 14 by 14, and I think what I'm going to do is be kind of irreverent and just try some stuff that I haven't tried exactly in this formation before. I think I like my bigger bottle. It takes a lot less time to get it out. I've kind of wanted to make these more organic looking by making them a lot less even, and I think in order to do that, I'm going to lead some up and some over and maybe some down. I don't know how much time I have out here for paint because it's really, really hot. Like I said, it's probably 100 degrees under this tent, but I did just get in the pool before I got here, so I'm not too worried about it right at this exact second. Whoops. Okay, well that worked. Now, I'm putting all this on here with the intention of tipping it, so I'm going to grab some more colors that I like. And generally, I was thinking I wasn't going to worry too much about joining them next to each other, but I'm going to sort of lay this out the same way I usually do a swipe. As in, I used to use the spatula to flatten a swipe, but maybe I won't do that either. Maybe I will just drag it through a little tiny bit after I wipe off my spatula, which I do not want the paint to dry on. I would like the paint to stay kind of thick, and that's helpful right now just because it's so hot. I guess it doesn't really matter what happens here too much, since we're definitely just experimenting. I want that to go over the edge though. Yeah, there I am, using my fingers again. I love this color shift turquoise from Folk Art, and I think I'm going to give myself permission to use it in between. But what that makes me want... Oh, I left the top off something. Hey, and I can still use it. Cool. I've discovered if you have a little bit more and a little bit less as you tip things, oh, and I can see stuff. I think it's time to get the torch out. I might even have to lean over across the way just to pop the bubbles. It's nice to get the bubbles out of there. So what do I want down here? I think I want this other purple. And I don't think I'm going to worry too much about what's on my spatula because any little thing that I add right now is okay. This is not, we're not mixing paint before we put it on here, so this is a little different than what a lot of people do, but there's a lot of different stuff happening, which is cool. I love the Dutch pours and the balloon smashes and stuff. What else do we want in there? I want some of this. I haven't used my Folk Art neon lately because it just doesn't it doesn't hold up unless it's on a wet canvas, wet white canvas. I think this turquoise. I want some really dark blue. You know that? That's what I want. I think I have some too. I just don't use it very often. Not only can I use it, do I want some up there? If I put it up here, I might be brushing back through with my basting brush, which once upon a time, after I did my swipes, I really wanted to just do the zigzags without the actual swipe, and I did that and it just wasn't that impressive. I think what's missing is something else shiny, or maybe some gold. Where's my other gold? This is totally an experiment. I want to tip it all the wrong way, but I'll need an edge catcher to do that. And I just dumped a bottle of paint over, but fortunately I left the top on, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's find an edge catcher. Depending on what's happening with this and how well I feel like I can get away with it, I may let it tip down and pour it back on again like I do with other things. So sort of like that, but that's not really doing what I was hoping for. So I'm going to put some more of that color up there. And then I'm going to start, I guess I'm just going to risk it. So at least I have paint on that end now. And as I suspected, I have pretty much enough color I'm going to wish I had some white paint on that end. I can tell you right now. Unless I tip it all down. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll let my basting brush sort of let go of its residuals right down there. I'm afraid if I put paint on there now or let it tip down, I'm going to lose some really awesome design. So I'm going to just keep using the paint on my basting brush to fill in. And relax down. What? I got lost for a second. It's very psychedelic 60s. It's cool. I like it. I should tell you now, since we're getting pretty close to being done, in spite of the fact that I wasn't thinking about it, is I do sell my artwork. If you'd like to inquire through YouTube, I'll get right back to you and give you an email address. Actually, the email address is easpbgallery, all one word, initials and then one word, gallery, @gmail.com if you want to get in touch with me. Or you can definitely communicate with me through YouTube. Yes, I'm using my basting brush going right down the side because there's plenty of paint left on there. I have been finding the little gaps like this right here and that right there. So it might be important to look for those. And maybe next time I would put some white paint across the bottom instead of using my residuals. But I really just wanted to try and use my residuals. That might have been one too many strokes. And then if she did another one. Yes, I see that dot up there. And I haven't done too many partials. You know, like starting halfway through. But this is all pretty cool. That's going in the bucket. In spite of the fact that I should have let all that paint dry off. My edges, quickly, are very well covered. And I've got plenty of paint left on my tile. And the glasses on my face ought to tell me, if I look for a minute, where to find the rest of that missing stuff. So you got a twofer. You got me to finish the other one. And this one. And I started to tell you, you can buy my artwork. You can also take lessons in my studio in Spring Hill, Florida. And you can communicate with me through YouTube. If you're looking to help me out, you can join a contest where if you donate to the studio through PayPal or Patreon, the link is under the video, under Show More, and also on my YouTube channel header. You'll be invited to look at the video on the last 20 seconds of the end screens of this video to find out what this month's prizes are. This month, for this particular contest, being June 8th, 2019, because who knows how long these will be run. I kind of like how that worked out. I might be wanting to do that again. We torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint from the mixing, shaking, stirring, with added pouring mediums in them. I call them flow additives. And then my recipe is under the video also. I see that thing that does not look like it belongs to me. So any anomalous marks, I can just go in and drag through. Add a few new things if I want, if I'm just that brazen. I could even add a spiral, but I won't. Because, or will I? No, I won't. But I had to think about it for a minute. So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying watch some videos if you want to be of assistance to me. There's over 600 of them on the end screens in that last 20 seconds. And please, 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 please give me a thumbs up, because it tells the YouTube algorithm that you like me and that you want to help me have more video or better video placement. I'm sorry, when I start focusing I sort of lose my train of thought. Anyway, so it's really nice that you guys are here. I really appreciate all your comments, and I appreciate all the contributions that have kept me going so far. There's over 65,000 of you, I am fairly certain, because we were only a couple hundred away when I looked at my computer earlier today, as I was uploading one of these similarly. I don't know what this direction is taking me in, but I thought that this was a lot of fun. I believe this is a 12 by 12, but it could be, yeah, I think it's a 12 by 12. I could probably go get the other one and compare it and see and torch it. Yeah, I think that's a 12 by 12. So I love you guys, and I hope to see you again in another video. This is Priscilla Batzell, I think I said that, in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying thank you for coming. I hope you never stop watching. And I love that you guys talk to me. You give me great morale boosts all the time, and I think I say that fairly frequently, but I want some of that pink up there. Can I have some of that pink up there? I can do what I want. And nobody can tell me I can't. And now I like that. Oh, I said I wouldn't swirl, and I did. So one little swirl and one little pink. Probably not a good idea to do that after you torch. Probably much better idea to do it before you torch. I will see you guys anon. Bye for now. Let's move her down. Priscilla, out. Wait, almost out. There you go. I recommend this. This is a lot of fun. Bye for now. See you soon.